This is the NGC return on my 1884 Carson City Morgan dollar. Instead of starting with the grade, this time we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to look at the coin first and try to understand why it landed where it did. Let's talk about luster. Any mint state Morgan is going to have luster. That's part of the definition of mint state. So this isn't a conversation about luster. This is a conversation about what actually separates grades at this level. The three things we will be evaluating are the strength of the strike, the number and placement of bag marks, and the severity of those abrasions in focal areas. That's essentially what the graders are evaluating when they assign a grade to a coin. Okay, so let's dig in a little more to the obverse on this coin. Looking at the strike on the obverse, look at the hair detail above the ear. And this is where Carson City coins can vary somewhat. Look at the separation through the hairlines and the definition and the lines on the cotton leaves. This coin shows strong metal flow and good definition where sometimes Carson City coins can fall flat. The strength of that strike matters, especially when you're sitting on the edge between grades. Now let's talk about contact marks. You can see marks in the fields and on the cheek. But what matters isn't just how many they are. It's how deep they are, how distracting they are, and whether they interrupt the overall eye appeal. So here there are several marks present. The reverse plays a quiet but important role. A cleaner reverse can absolutely stabilize or even support a higher mint state grade when the obverse is borderline. So with all of that in mind, here's where NGC landed. This coin graded mint state 64. That higher grade isn't about generosity, it's about thresholds. NGC is weighing the strong strike, manageable contact marks, and supportive reverse, and deciding that the coin clears the mint state 63 ceiling. This isn't a perfect coin, but it is consistent across the surfaces in a way that supports the jump. This coin simply lives right near a grading boundary. The takeaway here is that grading isn't about a single flaw or a single strength. It's about balance, context, and thresholds. And understanding those differences is how collectors make better decisions. That's the real value of returns like this. This is also a good example of how two top-tier grading services can view the same mint and date differently. This is also a good example of how two top-tier grading services can view the same date and mint marked coin very differently. PCGS wasn't wrong. NGC isn't loose.